beats are the purest, prove it. beats are the purest. Prove it.
Hello everybody, welcome into the Overwatch Clash Season 7 Week 2 matchup between the Swagosaurus squad and Ishikawa, Izanagi's. I'll be joining you on the prod and cast tonight. We are still experiencing a bit of a delay from face-it issues. Because Mardok's not here for the Izanagi's, which should make an interesting first map here of Nepal. But I don't know other way for me to give the R here, but okay.
Initiating match.
I do not believe I'm using the right overlays either. You have to forgive me, it's my first time producing this season, so give me a moment to figure this out. Which one is it?
Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Look out for each other.
En route.
An interesting look. I don't know if I've seen a Ram mirror in a while.
You're completely healed.
It's. Do they have their full roster now? Okay.
So, yeah, there we go. Casters were mute, just me, unfortunately. But I didn't miss too much in the first fight. We're just triggering out. Is, of course, my first prod this season, and my Streamlabs giving me some issues. But now, McChicken going in here, trying to stave off Tommy inside the over to Ray, but Dawn Waggler, in fact, will find Moon on the wrong side of a kunai, and that will be a reset and a point flip here for the Izanagis, and a really good turnaround there, despite the early pick. And look at Pokemon guys swapping out the Stoneturn over on the maiden match Dawn Waggler. So, some decent almost coming for both sides.
Yeah, I like the orbital ray there to get some early point progress back. There, look for a ram ult from McChicken.
Yeah, Ramel come out here with the Kasuna Rush as well to stave off any pressure. Moon trying to TP back to the team, but McChicken found Thomas Lasso down. Your Juno here to begin the fight here, as the Annihilation will expire here from McChicken over on towards the backside. Still point in control right now for the Izanagi, but that will be the picks here for the Swagosaurus squad. Just walking on off the back of McChicken with the Annihilation, and pretty economic fight there for that side. As Nave also used Annihilation, exactly sure that happened to that one, but didn't quite find the value McChicken did.
They used Annihilation, but they're kind of stuck between the window and the choke, so just had to block for most of it. But yeah, I mean, quick 2-ult trade, but Swagosaurus looking a lot healthier in the ult progress here. Try to build Mei ults if you're the Izanagis. But you gotta go and take a fight before they just make this last with Mei ult.
I mean, it's like we're doing right now. Road Dog is just staving off Moon right now as Nave taking down early inside the Blizzard here, but Dawnwalker's already found 2. The Blade pulled from Red Cactus trying to get anything done, but Irritactive from Impera keeps getting healthy, but that Red Cactus does find 2. But the picks are here. Power 1 HP Moon trying to track down this Baptiste. Will get the kill. So they have a touch It will be a fairly equal fight. With Moon going down, though, it's still going to be about a 2-on-2 once the fight really breaks here over on towards the point. Thomas that back, returning. Dawnlayer did not quite have the wall to stop the contesters, but they do have it in time. Now Wigo returns with the beat, lands over on 3 members of Swagosaurus squad. And just perhaps a bit too slow of an approach from the Izanagi. They do have the Blizzard on point from Pokemon Guy. Will there be any follow-up? No, the Immortai field will be out of spot. They cannot get that and take care of that cooldown. And that will be first point going the way of the Swagosaurus squad. Of course, we got to keep pointing out that the Izanagi are down Mardox right now, so this is not their main look. And still giving the Swagosaurus squad a fairly decent fight here in the first point in Nepal. Should we see how we're going to see it kind of progress here going forward.
It'd be interesting to see what comp they try to go with here. I don't really think Ramatra will be as playable. Perhaps the Swagosaurus squad are trying to find a new comp that they can run, though. I'm not sure. I do think that the Mei swap was much better for the Izanagis. Unfortunately, they just kind of had some coordination issues with Kiri and Genji being way too far in the back line most of the time.
Yeah, but no, one thing about Moon is he is a very bloodthirsty support player, so playing off on the off angle might stay there a little too long, though, with Road Dogg marking him in that first fight, first engagement. The wall there from Pokemon Guy not quite going to land onto McChicken, so McChicken able to play a little back here, play a little safer with the squad. Dawnlayer not having that advantage here, but Real Dog still poking and prodding from the other side. Putting some pressure over on Izanagi as they try to pass over this bridge area. Trying to build up Moon, throwing down some kunai on Real Dog, stuck in a slow orb, has to slide away, so big cooldown forced early here as Dawnlayer's wall doesn't quite get the icing they possibly want here. As now Ishikawa walking forward here, Pokemon Guy forced to block over on towards the point, still very back and forth affair over on towards this bridge. Thomas that try and build up towards anything here. Dawnlayer using the wall very defensively. The Brave in fact pushing
there is a point we have to cap here.
With the speed ring. Yeah, the Pokemon Guy will go over towards the point as they're still stuck over on the side area. Now powering down that Immortality field. Could be a big turnaround here. Nate falling low, though, out of the LOS of the support line. Could get walled off here. Dawnlayer 1 HP has a block, but not enough. As perhaps a miscommunication on the rotation there. Thomas that was not in LOS of the Ramatra. And Dawnlayer pushed him down with the help of McChicken. They are going to get the first flip for Ishikawa, but forced to send back to spawn very quickly. And we're going to equalize percentage here pretty fast.
I think Nave just needed a Suzu there. I didn't see if Moon had it or not, but there was no TP, no Suzu used on the Ram. And Wiggles feels stuck here.
Early Immortality para, though, might prove to be something is that the Ishikawa can take advantage of here, but we do have Nave using that Ramatra form very early. Can't really push in on the aggression, especially with the window up from power as well. There's a lot of damage being pulled into that Ramatra, however, still McChicken falling pretty low here. Does have to get healed back up here. Rush in from Moon over on the side here. McChicken falling still low in the corner, trying to do something here. We do have over to Raise exchange over on the side, but Wreck Cactus is much bigger. As Real Dog gets shut down almost immediately upon popping. And
oh my goodness.
Sadly, we were spectating him on prod, so we caught all that.
Oh no, sadly.
Yeah, so now it's going to be a 5-on-4. I'm coming back to point here. As a very quick engagement with the Blizzard over on towards Nave. Nave falling pretty low here. Suzu out in time, stops the freeze ring coming on through. And now over to Ray is in. However, Tonset has lost out on their own life here. Beat from Wiggle Higgle lands on all of our main members.
Oh,
Pokemon Guy
Kobe
has the Blizzard from way downtown. Ices McChicken over on the side here. Now McChicken.
This is an aura off right here. The Rams blocking ult.
In fact, McChicken's gonna lose off on the aura off. It's looking.
Kill each other slowly. Don't worry.
I mean, a great fight there for Ishikawa, as I just have to invest free ultimates, but smashed as well from Swagosaurus squad, and then up with the point. Especially taking that fight 5v4, you'll definitely take that exchange. Early wall of Pokemon Guy trying to isolate a target potentially, but Nave can't follow up on that one. Has to burn this form and get back to point, get healed on up. Recax flying very low here, but will get healed up. Pokemon Guy cannot pop the block in time. This might be a quick reset being called over by Ishikawa as Para has the sights with this window on the point, just melting down the enemy team's health bars right now. and using that window, your only ultimate here, but you do get the point flip and last for territory prep for both these sides.
Gonna have to see the Izanagi's build and ult here, and then just go all in on that. Probably carry rush, honestly. You gotta be careful about the Mei ult though. Hopefully someone's ult tracking and notices that. Or you go and dry, get Mei ult out, and hope to win last fight.
See the side approaches for now. A lot of space garnered here for basically a speed ring. So not too shabby. Your Pokemon guy gonna touch the point, put some pressure on that one. May force rotation into a Casino Rush. Here comes the Casino Rush out early. Dawnwire taking the 1v1 over on the point by Pokemon guy just dodging in and out of that area. Now moving back to help with that one. Shuts down the Blizzard. A huge ultimate now out of the way. Roll Dog trying to clutch up here with the overclock. But just getting forced away. McChicken 1 HP. 4% away. Do they have a touch? It doesn't look like they really do. Wicked Hill trying to get there, the Lucio. But Pokemon guy would just force that point, force Dawnwaggler out, and then allows Moon to hit the shots. And the game makes 1-1. And if you're Swagosaurus squad, you know, you gotta think this is probably the map to win, considering they're down Mardox right now. You know, they're down the #1 overall pick in the league. And they're giving it to you right now in the Ramir, and now McChicken swapping over to the...
the Zarya's come out.
Yeah, McChicken's done messing around now. We've gone back over on the Zarya. Do you like the swap into the Ramatra?
No, not into the Juno Kiri. Absolutely not. I do think the Red Cactus swap on Sojourn was huge. That definitely won them the round, just the added pressure under the Ramatra. And it's only going to be worse against the Zarya. I mean, think about how much damage Sojourn does. As long as he's not playing in beam range, he's going to feast.
And Dawnwaggler opting in to play that forward here. Over on this point, but Nave using this slow orb in the back. Pokemon guy's wall, not quite going to isolate over on anybody. Pokemon guy falling very low here, forced to block early. McChicken does still have the ball ready to go. He's very aggressive in the back of a Dawnwaggler down. It's Moon has found the kill over on this flank angle. The flanking Kiri did not find too much value at that first point, but the second one and so far, and this one's been doing some wonders here as McChicken falls. And Moon once again lands a shot mid-air on a Riddle Dog. That'll be a point flip here for Ishikawa. And the Izanagi's off to a great start here on our third point in Nepal.
I mean, I saw that with the Pharah, the first pick. He's just running into them and keep winning. I mean, if that keeps up. My concern here is with Ramslow plus Maywall onto Zarya, you were just absolutely cooked, like burnt to a crisp here.
Pharah taking a lot of damage, but finds Nave with the kunai. Spamming down May with the help of McChicken on that damage. Gets an early pick on a Nave. A great start here for side. However, Thomas trying to take on Dawnwaggler on the side, not working out too well. Dawnwaggler now has the assistance of Pharah with a couple of shots. And a couple of healing Fudas down that way. And that will be a quick flip here off the back of the early pick on their mantra. And trying to get a little more here on the side before they can escape.
Yeah, they just need to, keep it simple, go back to basics. Use Speedering, Ramslow, and Maywall just to kill the Zarya, just blow her up. And that's really all you need. We'll see if they can pull it together, though.
Nave is completely alone. Is there going to be any help for the fellow over on towards point here? They do. I said McChicken. It looks like the McChicken has the Grouchon Surge. Lays on down, finds 3 members, and Suzu comes in with the barrage on top of it. Not enough damage mitigation from that Suzu. And the Orbit Array goes for naught as McChicken lands a nice Grouchon Surge and Dawnwaggler with the assist.
I 2 fights in a row I've seen Navy slow on a squishy. They just need to use it on the Zarya, I think. I mean, maybe I'm on the 3-head side of the bell curve, but I don't know. A lot of ults though.
Some good ults coming up here, especially this Blizzard could be a game changer. They could force out some early bolts from McChicken. We'll get one out now. Casino Rush coming on in. Going to be countered out, going to be mirrored. Both bolts exchange, both bolts used. However, Pharah is stuck and the Blizzard gets the TP away. So no one's stuck down in towards that Blizzard, but the Casino Rush might be too much for McChicken trying to get back towards the point. We'll do so. One bubble down, falling very low here. Suzu comes up with Roll Dog from the side with the overclock, puts in some damage as well. Dawnwaggler on the side with the spam. The DPS for the Swagosaurus squad want this point right back. Nave does have Annihilation, so they decided to opt into it here, but I don't think they're going to use it. We're going to save this one for potentially last fight territory. But just too many ultimates for the side of the Ishikawa Izanagis to really bounce back from as Swagosaurus squad maintain control.
Okay, if any fight was the fight to use that combo I've been talking about, it's this fight. I mean, if you let McChicken build grab again, you just lose instantly. You don't have a defensive ult. And Suzu is not gonna. Oh,
Well, that's a good start. Down Wagger now. Was trying to build to potentially another ground town barrage combo here, but if your Swagosaurus might know that this is not really their fight to win, backing up quite often here, going to play for that ult fight, for last fight territory. Now Don Wagger returning back from spawn. Moon did use Suzu pretty early here, so now here comes McChicken with a ground town surge. Lands over onto Pokemon guy, but there's really nothing. McChicken didn't get the beat. McChicken didn't get the beat. Falling so low, trying to run away, but the Annihilation is here. Wiggle Higgle down. As the beat expires over to Ray as well. On top of this one, McChicken so low in the corner, they reset their charge. Now Don Wagger trying to clutch up on the side. Don Wagger lands some shots, but does land. Goomba stomps the opponent there, but the kills are here, and now it's last fight territory, and Para has to be the hero here with the Casino Rush.
And you use beat, grab, and barrage. You know, if you missed it, McChicken tried to solo grab Moon, but Moon, like, animation skipped out of it.
9% count here. McChicken trying to rush in. They're trying to force out some bubbles. Don Wagger over on towards the side, put some pressure. Early Suzu from Para. Cup forced out here. McChicken flying low, but Casino Rush is on time. Now trying to walk down the Zarya, but Nave in fact gets punished. And now the Casino Rush from Para is too large for Ishikawa to overcome. As Swagosaurus squad are just too much damage here, too much healing. Melt them down.
Oh, I was not happy with that.
And that is going to be their first map into Paul going to Swagosaurus squad. But Ishikawa came to play. Down Mardox, keeping it close.
They really wanted the Zarya there, and they way overcommitted.
Play of the game.
Anytime you're a Ram and you're stuck in the opposing Curiol, you're probably just dead, no matter what. So, I saw that happen. So the question is, where do you go? Do you want to go to a not Zarya map?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, you know, what Nave is comfortable with. Let's see where they go. As this break, do not go anywhere. Overwatch Clash will continue after a short little break.
These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Overwatch Clash Season 7 Week 2 matchup between Swagosaurus squad and the Ishikawa Izanagis. Now, we did have the Izanagis take us to all the way on Nepal 2-1 down Mardox. Mardox has returned here and subbed in onto Havana to play some DPS. You know, you're talking the break, you're thinking more or less they played kind of just the Moon and Mardox swap game this season, but we actually saw us in their Week 1 game against the Blahages. I'll say it like the way they want to. The Blahages there, and I believe took home our number two player of the week. Sadly, number 1 went to Thomas Slat. But, yeah, Mardox on the long hit scan apparently is a new look that we haven't seen from last one, but from last season. But, yeah. Taking us over on Havana, thoughts on what we're seeing initially out of the 2 spawns here, 2 comps?
Mauga, I like Mauga, but I don't know about the Babson. Maybe they're going Sigma.
2, 1.
I'd imagine, yeah, Thomas that's a Sigma player, so I know Moon does thoroughly enjoy the Zen character, so we'll see how long they decide to stay on this composition. Mardox over off on the right side. Gonna put a little pressure over on the DPS here.
They do know there's like a roof exit, right?
They did have to use an early block here, but McChicken does get blocked up by a May Pokemon guy. So good opening pick here as Moon lines up the shots over on towards Fire. Now Dawnwugger just trying to survive as long as possible. Again on the point. Build up towards another ultimate here, potentially. A couple more seconds built off the clock here, but that will be a spawn camp broken fairly easily there from Ishikawa.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if I even like the spawn camp or even May at all angle here in this map. I think with there only being 1 tank in this game, I don't know if it's worth it anymore. Like, you can usually stop the cart right at the top of the hill.
Oh, but Mardox is just obliterated by McChicken. Comes in from the side and just Thanos snaps Mardox out of the lobby. McChicken no longer has the eat, though, so it could be kind of a push forward here for their side. Real Dog up top has the sight lines right down Main Street, but Moon takes a shot. Still a bit of an advantage right now for the side. Oh, my. The corpses went just flying there. Your Field out of fire is forced and taken down, but McChicken still bouncing back and forth on this cart. Still keeping it contested for now. Had to give a bit of space here, concede a little bit. As Mox has returned, the spray has control of the high ground. Thomas has wall, not quite gonna land. The Pokemon guy takes a nice ice cold to the dome from Dawnwugger. 2% away from this Blizzard. Could be finally the game changer looking for here, but Moon will be there to match with the Transcends. Has it in time for the Riddick Flux. Now Thomas might look for one of their own. Pokemon guy yeets the Blizzard in the back. Thomas Slat's grab Riddick Flux will find a couple of members in the back line. Don Wagler just trying to bounce up and down on cart here, trying to keep it contested. Nobody's really pushing it right now, but the kills are here for the Izanagis, and it will be probably a point A capture unless they can deal Don Wagler quicker. I mean, Don Wagler is masterfully just surviving here on the cart, just bouncing around on the May walls, and looks like they're finally going to give up point A. And a fairly good defense there on A.
Where did the Don Wagler mail go? I didn't see that.
It went onto the back line. It did
was
land
that
on a
still
few
during
people.
Transcendence?
I think Trans just expired, but yeah, they the
Okay.
Thomas has Flux in the back line. They couldn't really follow up on it.
That's true. You can't shoot the Blizzard if your own team is frozen, right?
Very true.
Yeah, big ults from the Ishikawa Izanagis here. And if you're Swagosaurus, you just lost control first point, and you have the not winning the ult war, so I'd be shaking over it. Ooh, chicken.
Real Dog does shut down the overclock very effectively there. However, there might not be a team to really follow him up as McChicken is already down. Real Dog taking very critical. Rekkaxi on tap field is forced early and taken down, but Real Dog again. Real Dog, Wordalog on his Hanzo. Put in some work here. The car continues to move forward. Really nothing coming out back. Mars come back from the spawn looking for a bit of revenge here over on the Riddlelog. But we're to force them back away. This is an aura off the Commissioner. Cannot be stopped. Okay, finally taking down the 180 shot. But it's going to be 1-for-1 over on towards DPS. Dogbear can isolate a target up on this top right window. Rock from McChicken. Going to find nothing now. McChicken has to back away. Your attack is up from fire. As Thomas here close. Shuver getting Flux. Moon again. Find the picks here. Dragons from the spawn area. Trying to find any kills. But Fire is just getting marked down by the grid of Flux, finds nothing but a core on the other side. Moon walked down by the back of McChicken. This is a very chaotic fight right now, but Wiggle might just seal it here with the Transcendence, keeping the Swagosaurus squad nice and healthy. Thomasat can't do anything but watch the team evaporate around them. This Rat Cactus can't find the line of sight over on the tank. And yes, now, in all the chaos, it'll eventually be the Swagosaurus squad clapping up and clutching towards the end of B.
That was a really scrappy fight. I think you could have just threatened the BAP with your Flux outlined on the ground and then went with someone else. But who knows? Maybe the BAP wouldn't have died. But now you're in the reverse situation where the Swagosaurus squad looking pretty good with ults. Maybe, you know, you use 2 or 3 ults this fight and then it's back to like maybe a minute when the time they get next to touching cart. Could get a cheeky little May ult eat here by Tommy.
Mardox has the off angle though, trying to mark down an opponent. Pokemon guy does get walled off, but McChicken down and Mardox coming back from the spawn area finds the kills that they need. Do get Rat Cactus off to the side, but it's just Fire and Wiggle Heel trying to get back. This Real Dog is off on his little angle on the side, but Fire's getting walked down, just getting left clicked. Real Dog trying to launch back to cart, but only finds an accretion on the other side. And point B captured. Despite the ult advantage there, can't quite capitalize. Mardox come back from spawn on the off angle and finds 2 quick kills.
McChicken just kind of crumpled. Yeah, and then the May ult got a lot of people in it, but again, like, if no one's there alive, it's not gonna do too much.
Thomasat hits the Flux. McChicken can't quite land the rock, but Emertai is there just in time to keep McChicken alive in this fight. Dragon's up from Real Dog. We'll split out some members now. Rat Cactus Emertai is gone. Thomasat just melted in the sky as McChicken shows the patience to hold on to that Flux for just a couple seconds longer and lands a nice one.
I like that exchange. I think ideally you would have Trans there, but you did have Trans win you the last fight to get point 2, so not too peeved about it. Tommy Slash been matching McChicken with the ult charge pretty well so far, so a lot of ults though. 3 ults versus 2. Oh.
Well, now 2 ults versus 2. After Pokemon guy goes down early, wall over off on the side, gonna get matched. Fire Rat Cactus opting in for a fight here, but McChicken just walks past the window, lands a shot, but Mardox trying to respond, trying to bring it back, but the flanking party here of McChicken and Donwong are simply too powerful. Just walking it down, and you're saying how they're matching the ult charge really well here. Now McChicken, 70% away, 20% to another Flux for last fight territory.
Yeah. Maybe McChicken's trying to pull ahead here, pull out of the competition and make a name for themselves.
Rock comes out early from McChicken, looking for a bit of pressure here. Pokemon guy again, taken down when they have the Blizzard. Yeah, now time set down as well. A quick reset has to be called. Mardox slides into the boilers. Yeah, there we go. Bonwugger, I believe, has found Pokemon Guy 2 fights in a row here and just has caught up on the Blizzard charge to match it once again.
Again, really odd not seeing Widow whatsoever on this map, in addition to the fact that both sides have a May on 3rd.
10 seconds remaining.
But
The Blizzard
my
is just
God.
yeeted from way downtown there. Pokemon Guy just trying to get out before they get picked off, but Mardox just, I mean, McChicken has just played in the small little left room, basically the entire defense on C, and they haven't been able to stop him. It's a nice 3-man Flux as well in the Dragon Strike. And that might just be the point right there. The Transcendence to celebrate there from Wiggle over onto the point. And we saw the Swagosaurus squad adapt well there on point C.
Complete.
Again, playing very unorthodox composition. And now they have win conditions.
Score 0-2.
I really don't know what the DPS comps are doing here, but
Initiating match.
it's working, I suppose, for the Swagosaurus squad. Like you said, Donwag definitely asserting the May diff over the Pokemon guy, but I don't know if you're The Izanagi here, do you want to spawn hold or do you just want to test your luck and do a normal hold?
I think you probably have to opt in for
Ready for
a
battle.
normal hold, not go for the spawn camp, but with the Mei, with the Ramatra, probably looking like a spawn look. Trying to get another minute off the clock. I like the idea of just giving Mardox the high ground early because we saw on the first attack, on the first half, you know, we had Mardox just sit up there, but, or such a, yeah, it was Mardox on the attack, but, you know, just, McChickens walks up there, hits a rock, kills them immediately. Just got matched that same
It's
thing, do the same thing
silent
again.
killer.
Okay, it appears we do see a Sigma come out. No more Ramatra. Mardox playing a little back here. Potentially not going for a spawn hole, going for an early Mei wall. No, they're going for spawn
3,
hole.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Hopefully
Little
it's a
too
little more
far.
successful for them than it was on the side. So Swagosaurus squad wall not quite gonna land there for Pokemon guys. Real Dog takes this off angle, trying to find an early pick, but a nice wall over on Thomas that takes down that Simmer early, and the point, and it will probably crumble just as quick as it did for the other side here. Now they're still kind of fighting this out here. Mardox does trade over on towards fire, and now Pokemon guys just walking down McChicken.
I think the Izanagis just need some discipline control.
I mean, the Izanagi are going to get out with 3 alive here, though, so they have positioning potentially to fight again at the corners. Thomas has returned to the fray.
I don't know if Moon will make it out, but
Okay. I don't think Real Dog will, actually.
oh yeah, I guess the Zen volley. Okay, they're taking this back.
I guess so. Now McChicken just trying to bounce around that shield, stay alive as long as possible here, but Thomas that just marked him with the help of the wall, and somehow they turn this around. Just a great job, you know, of
Oh,
Moon
the
and Mardox to
staggering.
just stay alive and recontest at the point, and now they're back to spawn hold.
You know, I suppose so. Moon and Bardox are two very highly ranked players. It makes sense that they're able to get some value out of that, but I really didn't see how it was going to work. Pokemon guy needs to get out, though.
Will not do so long where it's a nice wall to isolate over on towards that Mei. Oh, Transcends can't save you from that. It's Real Dog just from the spawn lands that headshot. And that's a big ultimate that gets very little value there from Moon as Real Dog just lines of the shots. And they finally break open about 2 minutes in the time bank here over onto point A.
Yeah, you know, you had that luck or skill, you know, getting out and then getting some picks, and then they went back to the cart. We'll see if they feel the effects of that, but
And no trans to the rock, just really not going to miss there from McChicken. Land over Thomas that Immortai field it up, but taking down Oates immediately here. McChicken flying very low. Mardox now over on towards the side, has the overclock. The winner pressure on McChicken is simply too much. It's still a 1-for-1 exchange here. Dawnwagger, though, caught in the stairwell. From Pokemon Guy, fire on the high ground, trying to put some pressure over onto the side. But looks like Wigglehiggle is stuck as well. Over on the far right, Thomas Lat
oh, it's the
broke
big
him down
stagger.
on.
Chat.
They did eventually find Wigglehiggle. But yeah.
Okay, does Pokemon guy have Ice Block when these things are? He's scaring me. He's not using it like ever. He'll go to 20 HP. He'll still be left clicking.
No fear. That's why Pokemon Guy's the GOAT. That's Aura.
Potentially big ults here though, both Mei ults. And you've got Flux up from Tommy Slide again.
60 seconds.
Mardox
Oh,
trying
if
to
you
land
use
some
this on the
shots
Sigma
over on towards
alone.
the cart. Thomas Lat looking for the flux over onto McChicken. It will land. But the dragon might cut him off here. Immortai field comes on out. Now Mardox caught off on the side.
Oh, wall him off.
Kind of how Dawnwagger just did right there. Walls off the 2 people hit, caught in the blizzard. And that will be a reset. Thomas Lat over on the wrecking ball. Trying to get a touch maybe, but with only 3 meters, I don't know if they can get there in time. They do just in time. Moon has trance, but it gets Wiggle. It's still a very awkward fight here for both these teams. McChicken are just getting walked down by Pokemon Guy or a maneuver. And somehow, the 2-second touch there on Thomas Lat was enough. Dawnwagger trying to catch up
Hold
with
on,
the team.
hold on. Wall him in, wall him in.
Is stuck in a small room. Might not get the touch. Transcends from Wiggle to touch. They
Oh my
can't get there. And
God.
that's a point A hold. Ishikawa, an absolute clutch map there on the defense.
Okay, I'll admit I had zero faith in that ball pick being able to touch. But like 0.4 meters or something, snagging that.
Yeah, the 0.059 meters, so close to point B being captured, but these games of inches here with games this close. And yeah, with that being said, we've already picked Swagosaurus, so I think, we'll stay hot, Mike. We'll go over to our break screen for a moment here, but we'll stay on the hot mic. What was different there from the Ishikawa, the Izanagi, is that really turned that map around. I guess a 2-0 technically, but really Swagosaurus squad having no answers for this Moon flank on the support so far.
I think the biggest thing was having Moon do the same thing he did in map 1, killing a lot of things, but also having the potential to put 25% damage amplification on a target on the other team. In addition to Mardox just providing more DPS power, and then Pokemon Guy got a lot more aggressive on this map than he was on Nepal. I think just, Tommy Slap played the Sigmir pretty well. I know he said in chat that Fancy owns him in the Sigmir, but I didn't see that personally. I thought it was pretty close.
Well, let's say you kept it close with the Fancy Sig. That's good. That's
right.
really all you can ask for when you're going against a player.
That's what I'm
that
trying to
caliber.
say. Like, keeping it close enough is a victory, I think. Because really, when you look at it, right, on the Swagosaurus, your main SR is on McChicken. However, with Pokemon Guy on the Izanagis, you're able to play essentially 2 high GM players at the same time, and getting them in. So as long as one of your other players that isn't your top two players can match the highest SR player from the Swagosaurus squad, I think that'll be a recipe for success, as we saw in Havana there. A victory. And not only that, they didn't let them get past the first point.
Mardox on the hazard here. Moon DPS, Knave DPS. Completely new look here for Ishikawa as they come up against the Fancy Zarya once again. But with Mardox this time, see if there's any difference for them coming out. Missed to see Moon here on the flanking DPS. No more supportal combat. This is that having a little more damage here. McChicken is iced over onto the side. Both bubbles are forced. However, a Suzu and an Amp in the backline trying to keep the hazard alive is going to force them to get punished. They do exchange over onto the Lucius and get forced cat for Ishikawa. But Fancy alive and healthy. And Rue just walking down point. Not much Ishikawa can really do here. Despite finding some kills here, Moon dash on in, finds both DPS. Potentially turnable here, power 1 HP as well. Moon is going crazy right now on the Genji. Looking for a fourth.
Get that fourth piece.
It's just Fancy trying to get out with their life here. They're going to be forced to run away, and they're going to get the reset. And Moon again having a great series on whatever hero they decide to play.
I mean, that was insane. I mean, 3 people in a row where they hit the right-click headshot dash melee combo to basically put them into either dead or 20 HP, and they're doing a good job of just isolating Fancy and making sure that they can't protect their own team.
Suzu has to come out here. Now McChicken being booped around, just getting harassed. Getting pumped full of healing. Does have Groundtown Surge in 5 here, but the wall from the hazard might simply be too much. The body block as well. They can't get there in time, and now any kills forced here from either side could be a huge swap for the other points.
That's the first fight in a while.
Oh, wiggle higgle.
I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, this is still kind of going here. A Moon, the deflect kill on a par. McChicken does find one, but takes themselves out.
That is the first point on this map specifically that I've ever seen won without a single ult being used on either side. Like, it just went full cap on that first one with no ults. That's insane. Usually there's like 10.
Point to slip early here. McChicken has his bubble early. Moon goes in with the blade. They get McChicken, but the blade not getting too much on their side. Still trying to bang it back. A lot of ults being invested here for both sides. But Nave laying the shots on the overclock with the help of the Casino Rush as well. Lupin is trying to get out with their life, but gets stuck in a small little corner and taken down. So a big ult dump here for Ishikawa to maintain control. Some big ones here for the Swagosaurus squad. They have to land, or this could get really out of hand.
They do have grab, but they still have the beats on the other side. Maybe double up grab male just to get some momentum.
Opting in for this high ground pusher. McChicken once again isolated. They get the Graviton Surge. Opting to hold on to this beat, not use it for this fight potentially. Maybe wind to waste one out and push it with the beat next fight. Like you said, I also kind of like that call coming through, especially his last fight territory.
Yeah, because you're at 90, what, 96 already? Yeah, that's great. That's a good move. You know, it probably helps having two like
GM support players.
GM1, GM2 support players on your team calling for that probably.
Ardok pushing forward here. One bubble out of McChicken already. Looking forced out another one. However, a nice blizzard. Pokemon guy stuck in that one. The point does not quite flip. You still had this beat. You still have another fight to go at it. And really nothing on the other side. You just can't fall here. Moon trying to escape with their life. 84 HP. Getting stuck. Dash into the Mega. And they will get out their life. Just barely.
Yeah, you'll have the matching beat here, but you should be able to make that work, you know, if you have to force people to change their position.
Oh, a great start here. This Pokemon guy, but both beats are out of the fight now. So now it's just a neutral game up on this high ground. Point is still in favor of Swagosaurus. A block out of Rue's force in the back line. Still no time inside on the other side. Power 1 HP. Nave holding the overclock, can't use it. And despite both losers going down, it's a 9-9-0 flip here for Swagosaurus, as they have another Graviton Surge on the ready.
That's gotta hurt. You know, your play saving the beat for the next fight only works if you can
use it
beat in what, you know, any of the next 3 fights really. Because now they're gonna have grab again, and then you're basically gonna lose a chance to build an extra beat.
Dave with the overclock. Here's the the Ajax comes out here. Casino Rush is thrown on it here as well, and Wiggle still holding his beat. Does not need it. A very economical fight there for Swagosaurus squad, as Para just has to invest a Casino Rush, and that way point flip here for a beat, a Casino Rush, and overclock. A disastrous turn of events here for Ishikawa now. The Swagosaurus squad are complete serve this map.
Yeah, this seemed like it was going to be a quick 2-0 where the Swagosaurus squad have to, you know, fight their way back, fall their way back, but now it might be a 2-1 in favor of Swagosaurus.
The chain does come out here. Par used the Suzu in the backline. Suzu and Graviton Surge. Moon trying to find some dash resets here on the support line. Gets one, but Real Dog gets there for the backup. Still an equal exchange over on the point. Especially with Rue having to use this block here. The beat from Wiggle does come out, land on the 2 remaining members. It's a good fight to keep themselves alive. Nave taken down. Townside over on the mini, trying to survive. But as Mardox get back in time, they do. Pokemon guy flying low here already, though. And now we're basically back to full strength here as Moon has returned to the spray as well to 4-on-4. But Real Dog with the overclock does find Pokemon guy. Still very equal fight here on the point. Real Dog looks to shut this down. But nicely time to overclock. Lands the shots. And that will be a 2-1 in favor here for Swagosaurus squad, as they once again clutch up here at the end.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use your ults better, I think, if you're the Ishikawa, right? You going against an ult as big as a grab, you know, when you got no shields of any kind. That's, you know, you get a good grab, and that's like a free 60% you gain on this map.
McChicken has his both bubbles early here, trying to get a nice one through. Will allow the McChicken to reset and get some bubbles back. A full retreat back to the point here now. For Ishikawa trying to stay alive. Now Thomas that re-engages here with the Kitsune rush. Can they find any picks out of it? It doesn't look like they're going to get any picks, but they will get first point capture. That is simply too much to deal with.
I think they're gonna re-engage with their own Kitsune here.
Yeah, Pokemon guy doesn't quite the beat, and McChicken melts down the Lucio. Can't build that beat for mid-fight. And 2 quick kills for Swagosaurus squad, and a quick flip right back in their favor now. Only 20% garnered for Ishikawa. And now, once again, the altar here, the Blizzard, the Graviton Surge. This might just be the map.
Oh, I'm getting nervous. Grav Mayo could be deadly. That could be literally the end of it. If you drag this fight out to like 55-ish.
Overclock on the side here from Dave, but they're well aware of the positioning. However, Real Dog just slides right on into a shot. They do lose Mardox in the Blizzard. And it looks like they're going to do a full retreat, try to get one more fight in as 5 with their own beat. But Graviton Surge still ready to go from Fancy, and that could just keep him off the point for long enough.
This is interesting, considering that you've got, oh.
Beat for the engage here. As McChicken now licking his chops, looking at the potential, but there's no follow-up now because Mardox trapped him behind a wall. But Mardox getting melted down the front line. Simply too much pressure. Especially now with Wiggle Hill having the beat in the back pocket should they need it. Doesn't look like they will. Swagosaurus squad continues to walk him down on point. McChicken lights up the kill feed. And that will be the 3rd point going the way. And a second map for Swagosaurus.
You know, you look so good. Move my touch here, though.
And I'm still not one to call this one just yet. Mardox going still low over on the Wrecking Ball. And Pokemon guy trying to get back to the point. Shredded immediately. A touch from Dave, but Real Dog with the overclock. Getting the kills.
Wow, that is a generational fumble. I mean, you basically had it 2-0 in your favor. You end up just losing it all. I don't think they got more than 20% in the last 3 maps.
And yeah, Moon's big clutch here on point A, just simply not enough to bring him over on the hump on this map. The Swagosaurus squad now at match point, up to 1. We'll send you guys to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Overwatch Clash will continue after this. And welcome back, everybody, to the Overwatch Clash. Season 7, Week 2 matchup between Swagosaurus squad and the Ishikawa Izanagi. Now, looking at here, Swagosaurus squad at match point, up 2-1. Looking for their second dub on the season. Ishikawa looking to avoid the 0-2 start. And in an 8-game season, that's a devastating start for your squad. But, they still got 2 maps to prove it here. They looked good at times over on Suravasa. And now we're back to kind of our map 1 composition, but we just put in Mardox on DPS. So going back to our Nepal roots.
Yeah, just think of the Bengals starting 0-3. So it doesn't matter how many win streaks you go on, you're kind of already out.
You don't want to start off in a hole like this.
Exactly, yeah. It's not ideal.
5, 4, 3,
Not only that, it's such a short season. You played
attackers incoming.
25% of your games
Defend
after week 2, and
objective
Overwatch is definitely a game where morale comes into it big. So, you could be feeling the 0-2 blues. But I do like the monkey look here.
Especially like when Pokemon Guy opens things up over on a real dog. Takes down the
I did
commissioner.
not have that in my bingo card, to be honest.
For sure, add that to your next one. But Nave goes in really deep here, trying to find the kills. They do get out with their life here, but Mardox just goes way deep here, chasing in on some damage.
Mardox saw how deep Nave went. He's like, I can go deeper.
The chicken comes in around the point for a touch. Real Doc has returned to the fray for a bit of fighting here. The sleep from Moon not quite gonna land. Nade does find fire. So still a 1-for-1 exchange here, but a support for DPS as Nave just trying to get healed up by Moon right down main here. High ground positioning still claimed by Swagosaurus squad as Fancy just marking over on the other side, marking down that Genji. Nave falling so low here, but gets healed back up. Now, it's a 5-on-5 point exchange here. Moon has Nano Boost ready to go. The chicken stalling so low. Nave looking for a jump over on potential support here for the Nano. But Pokemon Guy down early again. Still, you lose out on the Brigitte. This is a very chaotic engagement here for both teams, but so far, Ishikawa coming out on top. But Fancy's still there. Still has mech. Looking for a lesson contest. Will do just that. Real Dog is there, pelting in some damage over on towards the Winston. McChicken final can't build the bomb just in time, but can't get the remech. Now Real Dog may try and do something here with the coach gun with a late bob, but Pokemon Guy again taking him down. And point A going the way of Ishikawa, and a bit of a stagger on a wiggle as well.
That was insanely sloppy. It worked out though. I would have really liked to see Nave go in the Brig and the Ash instead of going to the Torb when they got nanoed, but it didn't work out in the end. And they still have a problem.
Yeah, going very deep here with Mardox, trying to knock Fancy off the high ground. They do icy Dawnlonger a little bit here, but Fancy once again there for a bit of an assist. Nave slept and Anthony in the Primal was forced to just try to get away with their life, but going back in. Okay, now getting out.
Just getting some more ult charge.
Get some more nano charge as the blade is ready to go for Mardox here. There might be a bit of a blizzard warning in effect. Severe chills maybe coming down your way. But Fancy doing a good job marking up on this Genji. And fire hits the shot. Hits the nade.
Get in there.
Oh no, what? You already won the fight. You didn't need to do that.
Maybe just trying to build the last couple of this bomb here. Nice stagger on a Nave, so I'd say probably a honestly worthwhile investment. You get the bomb as well as a 10-15 second buffer there.
Yeah, it went from not worth to worth in the span of a few seconds. I do think that the Nano Blade here can just immediately get them second point cap. I know that the Swagosaurus squad have 4 ults, but that doesn't matter.
Mardox taking a bit of damage here from the Dynamite from the high ground. Sleep from Moon, not quite gonna hit. And now, here comes the Nano Blade. The Sleep is going to not hit, but the Bash will. Nano Blade gets absolutely nothing as Real Dog lights up the kill feed, taking down Mardox. And the Bob in the background as well, keeping Nave stuck over on towards the point. Still looking to opt in to
Certainly.
fight this one as Nave jumps in with a bubble. And now Rakash engages here with the rally, trying to put some pressure. But a nice little core onto the from Don Wagler. Not allowed to go any further. Now the diamond on the back of this one. Just so much burning, so much heat coming around. The anti-chill warning is in effect.
Certainly an interesting choice, going for Nanoblade without your tank diving first and getting some cooldowns out. Or even, you know, breaking the turret. I'll take either of those. And you saw exactly why that's problematic. You know, you just had the break bash into the flail and then get shot by the turret the whole time.
Fancy just marking up on this little room, not allowing him to walk out. Pokemon guy has the overclock, but can't get in a position to use it as Fancy is there, ready with the defense matrix. Now, the Nano into the back line here, as well as the Antonado on the both supports. Pokemon Chicken can't quite get the shots. They do go 1-for-1 in the back line as Bardock is found a way over onto Riddle Dog. Fancy trying to escape here with the mech here. 90 HP. Another nice anti from Fire on the high ground.
They can't get down McChicken.
McChicken does have bomb though, ready to go here. Mardox gets around the corner in time. So still just very chaotic here. Mardox is in the backline. Turret has been taken care of by Moon. Real Dog kind of stuck on low ground by themselves. Does have the coach gun though to get away from Mardox. As Mardox doesn't have the reset, but gets it just in time to take down Real Dog. McChicken half HP over on the cart, about to lose out on this mech. And that might be point B here. So Dalmar's running and on the point here, trying to get something done, but the deflect on the right click, just simply too much damage for the Torbjorn to survive on through and throwing their bodies at the cart. Will be Swagosaurus squad, but point B goes the way of Ishikawa. Just dragging themselves over that one with just Pokemon Guy's ultimate, a pretty good turn of events.
I have to imagine that there was just some miscommunication with why Riddle Dog was low ground, and then it seemed like McChicken was the only one on cart. But we do see the Zarya swap.
And Nave swaps to Ramatra as well to match that one. Runs back to spawn. Doesn't even want to
They
play
know.
Diva.
No, I wouldn't either.
Now the Nanoblade though won't have the backup they're looking for, you know, on that last point. You'll have the tank dive in first, but let's see if they know where the Genji is. Doesn't look like it does yet. Looking for a hack and slash on a McChicken, taken down here. So down the Zarya pretty early in the fight, as well as using the Erasmus Wiggle Higgle. Not able to keep the Zarya in the fight for much longer. And McChicken swapping again here to the Diva.
Oh my goodness.
Not wanting to play the Zarya into this composition. As Nave is just holding down the left door really by themselves. Yes, does get antied here.
Oh, you can't go in there.
McChicken flying low, Molten Core and Bob over on with the point, just simply too much pressure as Red Cat is getting the team out alive with this rally. And once his ults expire, we'll probably see the recontest here. Pokemon Guy still have the overclock ready to pop in about 20% here. Just maybe trying to play for overtime here, being the Swagosaurus squad that can.
Definitely.
Fight still coming up here. The sleep does land over on towards Dawn Wagler, but the Brigitte from Wiggle Higgle there to keep him alive. Still, no pitch going through the ear side. Real Dog's barely dodging out on that left click from Pokemon Guy. Now 7% away. But someone please shoot turret, please. Finally gonna get that one done by Mardox. 1 HP and anti-nated. One more clock coming out here. Dawn Wagler off onto the side. Has the overload ready to go. The Pokemon Guy can't find a target, and Real Dog finds his. Takes the head right off of Pokemon Guy. Now both DPS gone for Ishikawa. And Fire with a nice nade, and that will be a reset. Moon trying to play for stats, but doesn't quite get it. As in our death to the tally there. And that will be just about the end of point C, is all Ishikawa can get. And now Swagosaurus have win condition for the map and the match.
I wonder what tanks we're gonna see here. Being serious, there's a lot played.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna see the McChicken Winston. I think we can cancel that one out. I think that's the one thing to cancel out this series. Maybe the Reinhardt too. Maybe we'll take both those off the list. But yeah, Nave has shown the ability
Could
to
be a
play
Sigma angle.
quite a lot.
Ready for
Will be
battle.
the diva angle for both these teams. At least to start things off. Mardox no longer planning to play the Genji. In fact, him and Domwugger just swap characters for their attack and the defense. But everything else stays the same.
I wonder why, after winning Havana with Bardox on hit scan, they're putting Pokemon Guy on his scan.
Well, the Maid does struggle a bit here. I mean, maybe put
Well,
guy
no,
on the
but I mean, like, they
Torbjorn,
could just swap the Torb and Soj picks, right?
5, 4,
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it gives Bardox the ability to swap to another hero, depending on the
defend
picks.
A.
Once they wait and see what they're gonna have to deal with here.
A Lucio, though, with an Echo is interesting.
Nice sticky over in the back line, however, start things off. Does force a bit of positioning out, supports from Ishikawa. The Don Wiggler. Hit the M1s right down Main Street. Getting a couple to land. So it's an early poking and prodding phase here. As the Torture is there to mark McChicken. Just trying to get out. Mardox hurt is taken out here. Moon taking a bit of damage. Mardox is playing point by themselves right now, though, so it could be a target here for McChicken.
Ooh.
So they opted that, but a late Suzu can't keep fancying the mech. Like, great start here for Ishikawa. Nave can't lose their mech, though, so Nave gets back, gets a lot of support charge here for Moon. And now we're seeing, possibly the limitations of the Lucio here with a dive echo look. Can't quite get there the team.
Curious, this is a full map rotate. They can get booped off here.
They're gonna do that, but they're trying to maybe
What do
like
you do
force
after
a
that?
fake, or no, they're just sticking with it here. McChicken gets ancient up, and now they're just kind of sitting here in the stairwell, maybe looking for a bit of early pressure here from the Stickies. A Suzu from Fire here early could be kind of the go button. As Dave, they're gonna get now. They're gonna exchange the 1-for-1 as McChicken explodes from the rafters. Mardox is running in though, flipping the map. We'll find 1-for-1, and still very chaotic engagement, but the TP from Fire will keep McChicken nice and healthy on this engage. Nave still has his bomb should they really need it for the remech. Pokemon Guy trying to find a pick on a point. But the defense matrix might be just too much here. They can't quite take down Pokemon Guy. As they're going to get a 5-man recontest here, it appears, out of about 2 ticks or so.
Yeah, you just traded support ults for nothing.
Nice look here, Nave going in deep. Pokemon Guy finds a target, but McChicken goes in, takes one down. The bomb finds Wiggle Higgle. Can't build that beat, and now Molten Core out as well. Still a very just kind of, it appears like an awkward attack here from the Swagosaurus squad. That's a rally from Red Cactus over on towards the point, keeping it nice. Now the Real Dog does a duplicate here, 1%. Ready to lay that down, 33%. Gets over onto the Brigitte. Just trying to build towards a free rally here potentially, but gets stuck in the slow orb.
You don't have a tank to touch, though.
And yes, there with 2 kills here for Swagosaurus, it will be them capping point A. It was ugly, but they got it in the end. I don't even know how to comment on that fight. That was just chaos.
There's nothing to say, really. I think you just go to the next fight and hope it's more structured.
And there you see why you put Mardox on the tournament, because it can go back over the Echo here now. That's last Pokemon got to keep the overclock charge. So that's probably why. And we saw Mardox putting some decent work there on the Torbjorn as well. But both Pokemon here ready to go. Four Swagosaurus squad on their engagement here, potentially. Pokemon Guy just shooting him from the side. Fire throwing down the kunai. Domwugger with the blade. Points right there to Red Cactus. Does get one. But to be all they're going to get. Dave does get hit up with that nano as well, with McChicken out of mech. Not too much they can really do here. Real Dog and Mardox already exchanged 1-for-1. And yeah, now Wiggle Hill just trying to get with their life. Looks like they will do just that. Run back into safety out of the spawn with Domwugger with deflect as well. But now 2.5 minutes, and Real Dog swaps out the Echo over back to the Ash.
A lot of ults from lopsided ults here coming in. You have to think that they'll probably cap second rounders, but we've seen weird
Pokemon guy in a
things.
deep angle here. Gonna put some pressure over on the supports. Doesn't land a headshot, but just did not have the charge. Kusunosh up on the high ground. We'll clear that and wreck Cactus as well. We'll get isolated by a nice boop from Fancy on the low ground. Fire exchange, so 1-for-1 on the DPS, and now Real Dog boots back into sight lines. The opposition here. Wiggle Hill cannot get taken down here. Wiggle Higgle. Also, all they have for support. The bomb from Fancy trying to find something here. Pokemon guy chasing down. Bomb will find Dawn Waggler. The deflect Sally cannot deflect the bomb back. But that will be another hold here for Ishikawa on B. And only having to invest the bomb there for that. For Casino Rush and bomb back. So not too shabby.
This is like the most diamond hand Sojourn ult I've seen. I really hope it's like a huge one, you know, saving it for the big one.
I mean, Pokemon guy's buying the picks regardless, so don't really need it.
That's what I mean. You don't even need to use it, but I hope that saving it for the right fight here in the last fight proves to be a map win.
With Wiggle Higgle kind of hiding off to the right side here on the high ground, trying to not get caught. Has beat. Could be a huge game changer. Susie from Fire though early. Might cost me chicken and mech here. Trying to fly back to the team will get out in time. However, this did allow Moon to build up towards the last percentage of that nano boost. Right over on today, trying to find a target here. But just creating some zoning here.
Dangerous.
I see you.
Suzu out again from Fire, but we'll have it probably for next engagement before they really go in. The nano for nothing, so Swagosaurus able to do well enough to survive there. Fancy with another boof up on the high ground, trying to find one, but Moon is keeping it alive through Dawn Wagner's dive. The duplicate from Mardox over on towards the Diva, so double Diva in your face, McChicken loses the mech and goes on down. The beat not in time. The overclock from Pokemon guy, playing in the sideline of a Bob. Not wise here to do that, and now Dawn Wagner does take a lot of damage, but gets healed up. And Nave losing out on the mech here is very doable here for either side. The dash from Dawn Wagner. Falling low, big stickies. 18 not gonna land there from Moon as well. And Casino Rush to seal the deal, it appears, for Fire. And that will be point B, going the way of the Swagosaurus.
It was looking so good for the Izanagis. I mean, you had two Divas running into the back line. I don't know where it went wrong.
A really well placed Bob from Real Dog. Really stop Pokemon guy from being able to follow up. Stop the healing from coming through over on towards those Divas. And now Nave going over on the Ramatra. Use Bomb last fight, or use Bomb, no need to save on these ultimates. But now looking at a Bomb looking at a Blade. About 30 meters separating them in victory.
You're gonna have to hope that your supports can get ult. If this fight goes long enough, they will.
That comes out a nice deflect though. And now the Blade in the back line, trying to find one, does find Mardox. A good opening, TP Suzu as well from Fire. Team of the light Pokemon guy frontlining here on the Soldier and slides away. But gets taken down, and now Nave just trying to survive as long enough for Moon to potentially get this Nano online. Uses it over onto the Ramatra. Gets Real Dog in the point, not being contested for now. Fire 1 HP in the back line.
Oh my god.
And now 15 seconds on the bank.
Stagger.
Yeah, McChicken gets staggered up on the cart here.
Oh no. You just have a Lucio. Slow orb him. Mods.
Gets caught. And
Oh
they don't touch it. We're
no.
going to map 5. And that map, I don't even know how to describe that map.
Why? Okay, us casting Nubani is just total cursed. I don't think we should remember back into the. I still remember the Gopher Watch League. I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about. The famous beats kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Holding that for like 3 or 4 fights from a Shifty Fish. No hate to Shifty Fish.
After that being said, we're on our way to map 5 after a short break. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll continue after this. And welcome back, everybody, to the Overwatch Clash Season 7 Week 2 matchup between Swagosaurus squad and the Ishikawa Izanagi. And now we've gone all the way here to map 5. That's like, I feel like every single match this season, except for like 2, has gone to map 5. Like, it's a very... We're talking about it in our last cast, Corey, how close this season actually is. And we're seeing this really play out here. As
I think outside the Isopods Kittens game, every map has been at least or every match has been at least 4 maps, I believe.
Yeah, so there's only 1 3-0 so far this season. Sorry,
and,
Kat.
no offense to no offense to Kat, but we know how history has shown their teams
And
to.
she played the best team, I think, in terms of mechanical skill right off the bat. So
yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of like a lose matchup there, week 1. But yeah, there's excellent
parity.
comparability. Parity, comparability.
Wait and see, but McChicken trying to upset the parity by themselves by locking down the Zarya and melts down Murdoch's a good start. I don't know why these seen an update. I apologize, stream. You did miss an opening engage here for McChicken finding 1 kill.
Who could have guessed?
Love when you have to refresh the page. Anyway, we're still kind of going at this first fight territory. Pokemon guy used the block. Could be McChicken licking their chops for this one, for this target. But both bubbles here still ready to go for McChicken. Boop down. But who's going to capitalize on a 100 charge Zarya? Ready to melt your face off. And still, Swagosaurus squad continue to push forward.
It's a mystery how that Zarya's under charge, isn't it? Man, I just wonder how that happens.
Well, Rakat just gets walked down by McChicken.
Yeah, I mean, the obvious counter, I mean, they're already playing the counter to Zarya, and everyone knows that. But the obvious thing is to don't shoot the bubbles.
I think McChicken's gotten every kill so far this map so far.
You would be correct.
Zarya. So yeah, good start here. Nave gonna swap over onto their Matra. Try to do what they did in Nepal potentially here, but really nothing they can do against Fancy so far this map. Don't worry, I picked that up a little bit. But we're gonna have both consumer rushes exchange. And Fancy goes deep in the back line. Fancy again finding multiple. McChicken with 3, Roadlock with 2. And they're gonna continue to push forward. That Swagosaurus squad do not want to fall in map 5. Very slow on McChicken
did it.
here. And now the beat for the engage. Wicked Hill can't use it. This Pokemon guy takes them out. Rakash cannot die here. Rakash 1 HP and gets melted down by McChicken. The tracking too good on the Zarya. Dawnwanger dies to the Nano Swarm. Trying to dash back to the team. As McChicken trying to find more here off the back of this one. They have to reset the Zarya's charge for any chance of a comeback. And that'll be a start here as they do win finally a fight. 3 minutes in the match.
Fast spawn though.
Yes, they do.
Not the best.
They'll get fast spawn and Moon is still running back from spawn. Both their supports are not there with them.
McChicken 75% already.
Looking for a wall here. It's Pokemon guy to isolate a target. Doesn't get anybody. McChicken is moved up the high ground though, so doesn't get the beat. But Dawnwanger has the blade, pulled it from Mordox on the flank, but Real Dog will clean it up. However, Dawnwanger still finds his 1. And the beat blade is gonna be all they need to take the cart right back in their favor. Only 15 meters gained for Ishikawa. As Swagosaurus continue their rampage.
There's just a lack of coordination, I believe, from the Ishikawa. You really just need to pound that Zarya down in Oblivion.
Speaking of pounding and Zarya's, here comes my chicken up on the high ground to melt down Mardox. Does get out here. Doesn't actually shoot the Zarya bubble this time. They're going to try to get any kills here. McChicken half HP. But Real Dog isolated by 1v1 for Mardox. Gets the Mega Pack, however. And slides away with some help. McChicken. I mean, they did flip the map here, I suppose. Walking on down by Nave, falling very low. Maybe might push in here with Annihilation. Once it's op.
I mean, you had 3 people in a closed hallway against our mantra, and they just didn't push. Now they're gonna have to use ult to get something.
Good rush over on towards the flank. A lot being invested here as Real Dog has the overclock. Trying to keep them off. The teams are stuck in the blizzard. The Garton Surge does find 3 members. But no kills on the back of that one. Now Nave has Annihilation to walk in here. A fancier Garton Surge finally did not find the value they needed. And the ult dump is here. I don't understand what's going on. Dongwagger trying to dash run on the point. Keeping this for as long as possible. But no kills out of all the ultimates there from Swagosaurus.
There's like a mist in the air of like, forgets how to ult. And I grab had 4 people in it and they got no kills despite no beat. And yeah.
Now McChicken had used both bubbles early here, but does have 90 charge to work with. Can you just play their life? Walk in the cart over on toward the flank side. Bit of a marking coming through for him. Rekak still holding on this beat. But Bubba was almost ready to go once again here for Fancy. Walking down. Hey, the Zarya's in your backline, by the way. No bubbles. Can we please look at the Zarya? There we go. Now Dogware, though, does have the blade. Did they pop it? They did not.
I'm gonna keep talking about this. Like, I know people are probably pissed off at me in chat, but like, stop using Ramacha slow on anything other than Zarya. It does not matter. Literally, slow the Zarya, shoot her in the head. She has to burn bubbles. Easy.
And now Casino Rush to try to prevent the touching coming on through. 2 meters, 1 meter. Fancer running over on towards the cart. But Wigga Hill down. They are finding the kill, but the cart was taken in the meanwhile. Par 1 HP, taken down by a stray little click there. The chicken is still alive, has a bubble ready to pop here, 100 charge, trying to melt that Pokemon guy. The Suzu is there, and the kill as well. Dawnwagger trying to return back to the fray here potentially, but it is just the Genji over to the cart. Wigga has returned. Wigga close to beat. Do they decide to opt into it here? Do they bot it with just the Genji? Doesn't look like a 0.99 meters separating them and taking the lead. McChicken almost back. It's a nice 4-man beat though. Blizzard from Pokemon guy over on towards the point. Doesn't knock anybody down, and Red Cactus goes down! And less than 1 meter. And the clutch comes through. A nice beat from Wiggle Higgle. The Groundhound Surge on top of that as well.
That's what you want to see, honestly, if you're the Izanagis, right? They use grab and beat. Wait, hold on. Moon staggering.
Yeah, the bot was stolen the whole time by Dawnwaggler here as well. Mardox just trying to force him off. It will allow Moon to get good spawn, I think, with that little slow orb there from Mardox, so a decent play from them. Trying to push the cart back a little bit in their favor. And we're going to get a 5-man contest here as Moon will have a TP in a couple seconds.
Yeah, they just got to take that fight before the Swagosaurus squad gets their own fast spawn back. They took a fight at the right moment when it was ult.
Overclock from Real Dog. Suzu is there though from Para in the Casino Rush. A huge play from the Kiriko player. Shuts down that Annihilation. Real Dog giving their kind regards back to that Kiriko. And now 1 minute remaining and 1 meter separating both these teams. Down to the wire.
No ults, except for Curie Rush on from Boone, and I mean, this could go any way. I think. I mean, right now the Swagosaurus squad looks like they've got a better position.
They're gonna play it. They're gonna just say, "Hey, we got the Casino shot. Let's try to get out of their lives here." But Real Dog taken down by Moon. McChicken look for a bit of a recontest here on the other side, but Bubble is burned immediately and taken on down. I honestly think if they don't kill Real Dog there. They do it just a full team reset and just try to get out with some charge. But did allow Chicken to get really close to Graviton Sword's left by territory here. Red Cactus has to have the beat. Perfect here. The combo, the Blade, and the Graviton.
Yeah, if you're the Swagosaurus squad, you gotta get. Oh, this could be big. Get this Aurora before she's charged. I like this. I like this little standoff. Stop shooting bubble. Oh my god.
Lugger with the Blade, ready to go here. Off of Fancy's next bubble. Lead the pack. Wigger Hill down. Can build the last little bit of that Blade. The Suzu, though, the Blade is shut down.
Oh, get this Aurora.
McChicken does have Graviton Surge, but taking a Para 1 HP in the backline. Anybody to TP to it will be Real Dog. It's just Real Dog and Para trying to keep him back off the point. Real Dog trying to do anything here for the team, but so low on point. And
Oh my god.
can't touch the carts.
Holy crap. That's not what anyone expected, I don't think.
And the Ishikawa take this one in a 3-2 game. As they keep, I'd say, a pretty good start in the season alive now. Keeping 1-1, a lot better than 1-1, a lot better than 0-2. And what a game.
This just in, Ramantra counters Zarya? I mean, like, we knew that, but... I think the reflex pick off of Monkey, like a minute and a half in, really solidified that. As well as, there must have been a really good caller on the Izanagis, because he saw it twice there, and basically the exact same spot in the map, that they engaged hard with Beat, even though they knew that the Swagosaurus squad had good ults, like either Blade or Grav up. They didn't care. They knew as long as we got 1 or 2 picks before they used those, we were still going to win.
Yeah, now we have to select a player of the match. And really anybody for the Ishikawa can be our selection here. So, man, there's so many good people. I'll let you be the decider because I'm good with literally anybody from that team right now.
I think I want to say Moon.
We can go ahead and do that in. Pull Moon in for a quick interview.
Actually crazy. Oh.
And there he is again. Congrats on the victory. 3-2 hard fought and the match MVP Moon. Just initial thoughts here after that game, man.
I mean, we're just really, I mean, there's a lot of emotions, right? We're really excited. First win of the season to start strong. TC is really happy. But taking it to map 5 is always like kind of nerve-wracking. But feeling good.
What I want to ask as a support player myself, is that something that the team like encouraged, or is that something you're doing on your own, like just kind of playing a really aggro support style, you know, going for kills?
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you just got you gotta find ways to get a little silly, right? Like just going on the angles and like finding sneak angles is kind of how you have to outplay, especially on Kyrie, where you're just able to do that kind of for free and you have your get out of jail free card. Maximizing that goes a long way. It's also more fun.
I will say the picks on Havana were pretty impressive as well. I thought you were dead to rights in like 3 different fights, and you just come out with 1 or 2 kills. And what do you think, Booney?
I love Zen.
I want to talk about how like kind of the game plan adapted. We saw on Nepal and Havana's kind of just kill things, and then towards the end, especially the last 2 maps, it was just target the Zarya and, you know, take her out before she can get the charge to get the kills. So was anybody kind of leading those communications, leading that strategy calling, or is it kind of just a team with effort of like, okay, anybody can beat us but Michael Jordan, you know, we're going to kill Fancy and just shut down McChick and the Zarya. So was there anybody who made that call, or was it kind of just a whole team effort to really adapt and kill the Zarya early there?
It was a little bit of team effort. I think Mardox was the one kind of leading the charge in those comms, and making sure we have follow-up on that, because yeah, I mean, the Zar can be really punishable, and I'd say Fanti is probably is their best player, so being able to shut him down, especially when he's on tank, can do a lot to hurt their team, I think.
All right, Corey, you can go ahead and take El Clasico then.
If you had to give MVP to someone else besides you on your team, who would it be and why?
Probably. Ooh, I don't know. I honestly could go to anyone. I felt like we all played really well, but I'd probably put it to Red Cactus, just kind of being there to I guess go with me on my shenanigans when it comes to support, and having a brig on like Nambani that works well with you is really impactful and helps make Ana be able to play the game.
I can agree with that one. I was between you and Red Cactus as well, but felt that you know, needed a little
You
bit of a
killed
different
more.
look.
That's all we saw.
Yeah,
We
you-
just
you
saw the kill
basically-
feed.
you-
We didn't see the brig bashes. We didn't see the brig packs. We just saw the kill
Hey, I
feed.
mean,
So
the brig, it's not flashy, but it's honest work, and it matters a lot. It's a foundation you need.
and with
I
that
would
being
agree with
said,
that. I appreciate a good brig.
we'll send you back to your
Yeah.
team to celebrate this win, 3-2 over Swagosaurus, and yeah, hopefully we'll talk to you again here soon.
All right, thank you.
And that's going to do for us here tonight, Corey. A great game here all the way to map 5. And I think a fairly decent upset. A lot of people having Swagosaurus fairly high in the power rankings and stuff. And now the 1-1 between a lot of these teams, I think we're going to see.
1 sec. So, this is week 2?
This is week 2, yes.
Yeah, there was a large majority that picked Swagosaurus to win this game. With a coin being a believer in the Izanagis.
Never doubt the coin.
Honestly, you could probably just mirror what coin picks and have a pretty good bread season.
And with that being said, we do have 3 games tomorrow. One at 7, 8, and 9. Our 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock games are being streamed. So stay tuned to the announcements chat for those. We also have another game on Friday and Saturday. So a lot of games in the next few days here for all your Aurora action. Make sure you stay tuned to the announcement channel as well as the Twitch. And with that being said, for Corey, I've been Booney. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your day, everybody.